Hello and welcome to Field Experience 1. This is your first Field Experience class. I'm Shelley Brown. I'll be your instructor for this course. I just want to go over a few of Bluefield College's teacher licensure requirements with you. So there are several routes to receiving teacher licensure from the state of Virginia. Of course, you're in a state-approved teacher education program here at Bluefield College, which is the best way to receive your licensure. We also have reciprocity with other states, so when you graduate and receive your Virginia licensure, just so you know, since Virginia does have such high standards for their teacher education programs, you typically can apply for licensure in just about any other state and be able to receive licensure in that state as well. So you would just have to check with other states for their requirements if you would like to move to another state. There are alternative licensure routes. These must be done through a school system, and you still have to take the education courses that you're taking now through your provisional license. So really it is best to go through a state-approved teacher education program like you're doing here at Bluefield College. The teacher education programs here at Bluefield College, typically students get admitted to the teacher education program during their sophomore year. You must have a 3.0 overall GPA in order to get admitted. You must pass the Praxis 1 Math with a score of 150 and the VCLA with a score of 470, and this is a composite score. As part of the application, which we're going to take care of during Field Experience 1, you must complete 2 essays. One will be your most relevant teaching experience, and the other will be your philosophy of education. And we'll be taking care of those essays as part of your assignments in this course. And you'll be able to receive feedback from me and make corrections on those before you actually submit them with your application. You'll also want to get 3 references from faculty members not in the education department, and we will submit that application and all that paperwork to Jennifer by the end of this class. So Bluefield College has many approved programs for teacher education licensure. For secondary, for 6th grade 6 through 12, you can receive licensure in biology, chemistry, business, history and social science, mathematics, and English. For elementary education, pre-K through 6, special education K through 12, visual art pre-K through 12, music pre-K through 12 in either vocal, choral, or instrumental, or health and physical education pre-K through 12. Something to know is that if you are receiving elementary licensure, you can also add on special education licensure for only 3 additional courses while you're here at Bluefield College. And if you are doing secondary, you can add on special education licensure for only 5 additional courses. So if you have a question about those, let me know. So currently, students do not major in education here in Virginia. They major in their content area with teacher licensure, and elementary and special education majors major in interdisciplinary studies. However, Virginia has changed this, and we are in the process of getting approval to allow a major in education. So beginning next fall in 2020, our degrees will be elementary education, special education, history education, health and physical education, and so on. So that way, your content area and education are both prominent in your degree and allow you to actually major in education, and it makes you more marketable when you go out to get a job. So there are many graduation requirements here at Bluefield College. You do have to have 120 credit hours to graduate. You have to maintain a 2.0 GPA in order to graduate. But in teacher education, there are more requirements above and beyond those for licensure. You do have to have at least 120 credit hours, but they have to be in specific courses. Make sure that you check out your check sheet for your content area for the required courses, and we give you a copy of that every time we advise with you. You have to have a 2.5 overall and professional GPA and a 2.75 major GPA. You also have to have minimum passing scores on all assessments. This includes the Praxis 1 Math, VCLA, Praxis 2 for your content area, and for elementary and special education folks, the RVE as well. There are field experience requirements. You've probably already started some field experience observations in some of your other education courses. You will also complete field experience observations in this course. These are very, very important and really help you to learn a lot about how to become an effective teacher like you want to be. At the end of your student teaching, you will do a portfolio presentation based on the portfolio that you put together during your student teaching to faculty members and to local school representatives. So the field experience courses, you have 2 field experience courses that you'll take here at Bluefield College. They're very, very important. You need to make sure that you really go to each week of the course and make sure that you really view and read all of the articles, websites, videos that I share with you. Make sure that you save those so that you'll have those for later use. But these classes are really going to help to teach you about teaching, learning, classroom management, and a wide variety of topics necessary to becoming an effective teacher. Make sure that you get started on your field experience hours early. Make sure that you use one of the notes formats in the syllabus. We'll talk more about that on the first day of class. You must have notes from each time you observe in a classroom. You will upload these notes with your midterm and final summary papers of your field experiences. Your education courses at Bluefield College are going to be extremely, extremely important to you in developing the skills that you need to become an effective teacher. A good teacher is made, and teaching is a skill. Your education courses are going to help provide you with the necessary learning, practice, and skills toward becoming that effective teacher that you want to become for your students. We know that we must master our subject matter knowledge, but it's one thing to know our content, it's a whole other thing to know how to teach it. And that's where the pedagogical knowledge, our teaching knowledge comes into play, and developing those caring teaching skills so that we can really, really meet our future students' needs. So make sure that you work really hard in your education courses. We do have high expectations in these courses, but it's to help to prepare you to be the best teacher that you can be. And sometimes as we're going through, we can get discouraged. So I just want to give you a little bit of encouragement before we leave off today. Teaching, just remember, is the profession that creates all other professions. It is such a vital, important profession, and I'm so glad that you are choosing to become a part of this profession to help future generations of students. And just remember this Bible verse in Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. If you rely on God, He will help you as you work through your courses. And if you ever need any kind of assistance from me, my door is always open. You can always email me or call me, and I'm always here to help. Have a great semester.